Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. On the go, online, or in person, Vantage West offers more banking choices, lower fees, and more personalized service. Visit vantagewest.org to learn why Arizona Wildcat fans deserve more.
Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Weekly with head coach Rich Rodriguez. The Cats headed for the Palouse this week to take on Washington State, and they'll go with their new running back, Samaji Grant, the hard-edge player of the week. And Samaji had not played that position since high school and looked like he had learned quite a bit in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's really proud of him. And as the game went along, I think he got more and more comfortable and actually played pretty well. Coach McGee did a great job with him, getting him ready. And Samaji was excited. It was the first time since high school, and he had 2 weeks of being there, and we're going to keep him there the rest of the year with our injury situation and running back. We're glad we have Samaji there. How
much can you learn from actual game conditions like he faced in a new position versus practice?
Yeah, I say this, and people say, well, we practice pretty fast as well, but there's nothing that compares to game speed. For a quarterback and a running back and receiver especially, everything happens so much quicker. And, I think he adapted pretty well, adjusted to it, and learning some of the ins and outs and some of the finer points like the pass protection things and all that. He got really good at it as the game went on.
Last couple of weeks you've faced what I will call power running teams. Now you're going to face a quote-unquote power passing team in Washington State. How much different is their offense than from what you've seen recently?
Completely different, really, from everybody. And they will run it. They ran for a lot of yards against Stanford. And if you give them numbers to run in the box, they'll run it. But they have an experienced quarterback. They have experienced wide receivers. They do a great job of pass protection. And they're really unpredictable. They'll throw it from anywhere, any down and distance, so you have to be ready for that as well.
Just to follow up on what you mentioned, is it a misconception that that Washington State can't run the ball?
Oh, absolutely. And you see, run against Stanford, who everybody saw was pretty stout defensively, ran for a lot of yards against them. And again, if you give them the numbers, they're big enough up front to put a hat on a hat. And their running backs have been really impressive. They play 3 or 4 running backs. I've been really impressed the way they run.
How about Washington State's defense?
Very active. They probably move as much or even more so than we do. And they've got some veteran players, play really hard. And they're playing with a lot of confidence, and they should. They've won a lot of big games. They're ranked now. And defensively, we've got to have a great week of preparation because they do so many unconventional things as far as movements that they can make you look bad if you don't prepare.
Is this, if you believe in matchups, are these two teams, Arizona and Washington State, similar in any way?
I thought there are always some matchup things that you look at. We're similar in a lot of ways. We're actually a little bit smaller than I like to be, and they've got some really good size up front, and I think that's where we're going to get to in recruiting. But it's going to be some similar styles as far as philosophically. They'll spread you out a little bit like we like to do.
All right, Cats and the Cougars coming up Saturday. Kickoff 1 o'clock at Martin Stadium in Pullman, and more of Wildcat Weekly right after this.
To us, you're not a bank account. You're not a credit card. To us, you're our friends and neighbors, a part of our history, a key to our future, and you deserve more. More opportunity, more flexibility, and more personal service. We are Vantage West, and you deserve more. Stop in today or visit us online to experience more.
It's important to have someone you trust when it comes to your banking needs. Achieving your financial goals is Vantage West's top priority. Visit vantagewest.org to learn more.
We continue with Wildcat Weekly. Our guest this week is senior linebacker Jake Matthews. Jake headed up to Pullman to take on Washington State. And good place to start, Jake. You're facing a different kind of offense than you have the last couple of weeks in the Cougars. You've seen these guys before. And what's your expectations, early game plan for Washington State?
Well, in the past years, they've thrown the ball a lot. And in the past years, we've practiced more in the week of coverage skills and breaking on the ball, the zone, man. We put an emphasis on that. So I think we'll probably do the same type of thing this year as well.
What makes Washington State's offense unique?
Just how much they pass. They have 5 or 6 wide receivers that are fast, and then they also keep you on your toes with a few run plays here and there. So it's Mike Leach, so he's unpredictable.
Can that be a fun thing to face? Or
yeah, it's different. Yeah. Just like Stanford was different for us, with the big group, and then now we're on the other side of the spectrum with Washington State, how much they pass the ball.
With the injuries on defense, over the last couple of years, we've seen you move around at different spots on the field. How many positions have you learned?
In the old scheme, I knew every single linebacker position. This year, I know the Will and the Mike.
And you prefer either?
I prefer the Mike because I've been playing more there, so I'm more fresh on that, but I can do Will for sure too.
Senior season, but away from football, tell us about senior year at the U of A.
It's nice. It's always stressful, You're trying to win football games and keep your grades up, but I love it. It's a great experience. I love it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to do once school's over?
I'm going to apply to med school. Hopefully, I get in somewhere. That's my ultimate goal.
Okay, with a future career in
medicine, hopefully some type of surgeon.
Okay, so I was going to say specific surgeon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I know we'll get a chance to talk again. Great career. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on Saturday.
Perfect.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Jake Matthews, our guest. Cats and the Cougars Saturday in Pullman, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks for watching Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. Visit vantagewest.org to learn how you can get more personalized service, federally insured by NCUA.